Yo, it's Newport Gaming here. Me and the Big Mike, and we're doing another market watch. This time we're not going to be going over stuff that was bulk that went up in value. This time we're going to be talking about more actual cards. And I'll start off with Doom Z because I don't think Mike knows too much about this deck yet. But these cards are going to go up in price because the deck is getting some very good support in the next upcoming set in Blazing. So we're going to see stuff go up in price for sure. Doom Raiders, this card was worth basically nothing, and it's steadily going up in price. It's not worth a whole lot yet. It's maybe like 30 cents. But, you know, it'll keep going up for sure as time goes on, I believe. But okay, let's go ahead and actually hop into the cards that are around Doom Z. Because these cards are going up, but there's not really too much to talk about with these cards right now. But one of the card around it is number F0 Utopic Future Zexel. This card right now, you know, you can go ahead and cop it for 1 schmeckel. And this card, you know, this card will probably go up in price. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mike, how do you feel about this card? It being from Duad, do you think this could potentially get reprinted in like the Megaton?
Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, the Duad and Dude and that stuff's kind of like, I really don't have a time, like, I don't have like a timeline. I can't remember when they came out. Like, it was what, right before
Duelist
YCS?
Advance?
Or was it Nats?
Wait, what else came in Duad? Drawing a blank now.
Was it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I could
because the sets are horrible.
I mean,
Isn't it like March Air?
This is like, Gold Leo, Polysuit. Okay, yeah, so this is right before Nats. Yeah. Okay, so do you think this could get reprinted in the Megaton, or do you think this is something that might dodge the reprint? But even if it doesn't, like, even if it does get hit with a reprint, right? Like, people are gonna need this basically right when Doom Z comes out, which is May. So if they're gonna want to play this at their nationals, you know, they're gonna need to pick it up, you know, sooner than later.
It's a dollar.
Yeah, it's
$1.
only a dollar right now.
It was a bulk. It was bulk, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like it's been around $1. Yeah.
Look at us. Look at us not knowing nothing.
Well, yeah, this is like, I mean, bro, this is like one of those cards that like people looked at and they're like, oh, this card's pretty cool, but it has quite literally not seen play at all since it came out. So maybe once it starts seeing play, this is the type of card that, you know, could go up some. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about that card. I'll let Mike talk about this card now, the Visas Amritara.
Yeah. This card, was surprised to be worth $3 when I was going through it. This card was bulk. It might be in your bulk. Came out of Mega Pack 24. I know that's a pretty good one. I'm pretty sure that was the one with like your Vanquish Soul cards. And Duelist Nexus, pretty out of rotation. So I mean, if you got you probably had this card lying around from a good Manadium strategy, I guess. That's an oxymoron. My bad. But yeah, the card went up crazy.
Yeah.
I guess played Cool Toon.
Yeah. People were playing it in Cool Toon, being able to search like the counter trap, and then like the Visa's counter trap, and that's just a negate. So some people were trying that out, and this is also a tuner synchro, so Cool Toon's able to summon it. And then even in the future, we might end up seeing people try this out. It is kind of hard to make in a lot of decks though, since it takes a tuner plus a light monster. So a lot of decks aren't really able to summon it, but Cool Toon being able to summon it, people are, you know, going to be trying it out. I think if I had this card, I'd be selling it right now, because I actually don't think Cool Toon needs to be going for this card in current format or post support. So if I had this card, I would just get rid of it 100%. Then we have Bone Archfiend. I'll let Mike talk about this one again, since he was the one who told me that this card went up a bunch, because I knew it was like $1 at one point, I'm pretty sure, but now it's all the way up to like $4. It's literally us, but yeah, this card's literally at $4, even pushing $5 very quickly.
Yeah, it's $4 common out of a structure deck. I honestly don't even know what this does. Oh, I guess dark. Yeah, this is like
Yeah,
the Red
it,
Dragon
it
Archfiend
dumps
stuff.
the Fiend Tuner and then increases the level.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, this card only had the one printing, hasn't had another printing. And yeah, I don't remember when the Red Dragon Archfiend stuff's coming out. If you want me to be honest, is it Blazing?
I think it's blazing, right? Isn't Red Dragon Archfiend the cover card, or am I crazy?
I don't know. I know like the good stuff that comes out, and I don't know the Red Dragon Archfiend stuff.
Well, is it the one synchro from Blazing that searches Hava? Isn't that one coming
Oh,
out?
yeah.
Yeah, that's a Red
Okay,
Dragon Archfiend card.
okay. I do know that card. I do know. Okay, yeah. So it's definitely in that set then, because that's the card that takes the
See,
resonator.
we're not professionals. We're out here just like you guys. It's fine.
Just like everyone, but we're spreading the information that we have,
Yeah,
spreading our seed to everyone. Okay,
it's
now
not very much seed.
now and now we have Junk Speeder QCR. I want to talk about this card because the Synchron deck and Master Duel's been popping off, and I think that this card could start popping off more in the TCG potentially in the future. And right now, if you look at the QCRs, there's like a bunch at like $6 here. There's like 6 of them at $6. There's one at 7, and then $8, $9. So this isn't a card I would be selling right now. I'd be holding onto this card. You can even see at one point, it was down, up, down, back up. I think this is the type of card that if you have right now, you hold on to it. If you don't have it, maybe you're able to trade for it. And be able to acquire some copies of it while it's still 6, and then it goes up and up and up while people want to play it. We've seen QCRs go crazy multiple times in the past where a QCR is worth a few dollars and then all of a sudden it's worth $15, $20. It could very well be this way with this card, and you can see like all these quantities are at 1 here on the second page too. So it doesn't take very much for this card to go up in value. Okay, now we have Hornet Drones CR, and I'll let Mike talk about this one because this card went from like $10 just a couple weeks ago to now, $28.
Yeah, Striker got really good cards, makes it more playable. Max Rarity Hornet Drones, which even the floor for Hornet Drones prior to the obviously modern decks, the floor for Hornet Drones is pretty high. Well, and the rare, I guess, but like the common supers were always a couple bucks. And then now we actually get a nice rarity. This card, I mean, Sky Striker.
Yeah, and like this is the bridge card for like the new Striker link,
literally everything.
Camellia into Yummy. So people, have to play one Hornet
Oh
Drones
yeah, I
in their
forgot
deck.
about that. My bad, dude. I'm blanking.
Yeah, so people have to play one of this and that. And this is the highest rarity Hornet Drone. So on top of Striker getting the new support and people actually trying to play Striker more and more, now we also have people needing this card. And, people like to play max rarity cards. So, this card's gone up a bunch. I wonder how many sales it has. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it actually has a bunch of sales even at this price. And you can see just not too long ago, it was like $12, $10, around that area. And it's just shot up a bunch. But speaking about more Striker, we have Kagari from Duav. And this is the alt art that isn't the one that looks horrible, the gold rare. And we can see that this is $15 now. This went up absurdly. Like, it went up so much. So, if you want this card, I mean, holy, I wouldn't even pick it up, to be honest. I would just be selling it. Like, if I had this card, boom, bye, get out of here.
But if you like this card, no one hates you for buying it. I mean, that's the hobby.
Yeah.
Are people buying it? Oh, no one's. One person so
yeah,
far.
one person bought it at that, and then, back to where like actually was at. But it just seems like there wasn't that many copies on the market, and everybody who has the copies now pushed them up in value a bunch. So this is definitely the type of card where it could be worth, $15 a day, and tomorrow when people realize it's $15, it's gonna start racing to the bottom. And it's just going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. So if I had this, I would get rid of it ASAP, to be honest. And if I wanted it, I would just wait like a week or two, and it'll probably be worth, maybe even half of where it's at now. Then we have the other Kagari, the alt art, same alt art, but this one's the maximum gold one. This is the one that I said doesn't look as good. Well, it's okay, but it's definitely not as good. You can even see right here, like, this one's gone up a decent amount too, but then you actually go down here and it's like $2.50, $3. But then, S Gaming has 247 of them at $3.74. So this card will not push past that point, almost for sure. There's no way that many people are going to want golds of this card. Even if you look at, like, the most recent data, it's all, like, around that point. So, if you do want to rock that art of it, maybe you go for the gold. And also, I'm pretty sure that this card got a common in this alt art in the most recent modern legendary deck things that came with the support. So maybe you just rock the common until the other stuff goes down in price. And now, I'll let Mike talk about this one. We got Yama. Look at this.
Yeah, Yama's gone up crazy. Obviously, since like the announcement of the Unchained support, this is probably the best card in the deck. So, okay, I'm not gonna say. Oh, I mean, if you want your copy, you can wait for it to settle. But that's just a conflict of interest. I mean, buy ours.
Buy ours. But that's also how we know so much about the market, is because we're not just out here yapping about it. We're out here, buying and selling the cards, and all of a sudden we see how much the stuff is worth. It's not like we have 100 copies of it. I mean, I wish, but this card went up a bunch, and bam, now it's a card that maybe you sell now while it's worth a lot. Maybe the Unchained support is really good, and this card is fair enough at its price. Maybe the Unchained support is garbage, and maybe the card drops down a little bit. But even if that does happen, this is the type of card where it's like fairly generic, and you're able to
you can always have the Unchained package.
Yeah, and you could play the Unchained. We saw like Yugioh play the Unchained package before. It's only a matter of time again until the package is played again in the future. When will that be? I'm not sure. But with the Unchained support going to be coming out, people are definitely hyping this card up some.
It's definitely not like a card that's like not worth being like $80 to $100.
Yeah, and it's like a main set QCR too. It's not like like a rarity one. Yeah. And then
it's a solid card.
Yeah, we got Toon Kingdom. All Toon Kingdoms have been going up in price with the new Toon support that's coming out. Yeah, there's so many different versions of this. No matter which one you want, there's like the technical max rarity ones that are like the secret and the ultra one. There's still Alti and QCR that are still very high rarity. You got the lower rarity ones where you got the ultra, the other ultra. Oh wait, no, this one's rare. Didn't even know it came rare.
Oh, well, that's good. Oh, well, I guess I know what I'm looking for now.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Ultra, Secret, you got 3 of the other Ultras, but these are, the purple, green, and blue lettering on the names. So there's a lot of different versions of this. The Toon support, I haven't looked into too much, but I know that the deck is able to FTK, and it's also, one of those decks that people really like the Toon cards. And also, all Toon cards are normally worth a little bit. Even like before the support happened, like you had
especially like your mainstream like Dark Magician era ones. Those are like Two Summon Skull, Toon Mermaid.
Yeah, even like
Toon Dark Magician, Toon Red Eyes.
The Red Eyes. Yeah, so many of them were already pushing $5 plus. So the new support being dropped, really made these cards just go up in price even more from where they were already at. And then we have the last card we want to talk about. We don't want the market watch to be too long this time, but we can go ahead and see that the Toon bookmark, this has also gone up in price a good amount. I mean, even just looking at like the Ultra, right? I mean, this is, $18, pushing $20, and not too long ago, I mean, you can see this was like a, $5 card just like a week and a half ago, week ago. And then, you look at the secret rare, you can even see right here $3 all the way up to 11. Like all the support is just making this deck get really hype. So people are, hyped to get the deck, and they want to play the Toon deck, and they're finally, might be able to actually do that while not going X4 at locals. They might actually be able to do something with it. Mike knows a
And
lot about
bit
going
of
X4 at locals.
Okay. The Toon Blue Eyes Ultimate coming out. It's pretty broken. It's contact fusion from the grave. It
Yeah.
searches a Toon card. It's broken.
Yeah, I mean, there's also
And
what's the
then
other card's
you
name?
just
The
have to
Warlock.
Dark Eradicator Warlock. Every time a normal spell card is activated, it burns for 1,000.
Yeah, this card's been going up a decent amount too. The price on this is like kind of skewed because there's so many old copies of it that are like damaged and stuff. But yeah, this is the FTK card, and if you look at
synergy,
yeah, if you look at like maybe like the light play copies, these are $17 now.
oh my.
Yeah, so if you have like, a copy of this that isn't, completely destroyed, which most of them are, you're able to get pretty solid money for this card. And this is like the FTK piece. And then if we go back and, we look at, okay, let me just press all versions. You go back and you look at like the OTS 2 pack 1. This one's even pushed up an insane amount. Yeah, this is $11 card now.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then this one, this one is probably this one's pretty absurd, but that's because this is a pretty hard pack to even come across now, because it's the World Championship 2010 pack that only came with 2 cards in it, I believe, and they were both rares. So, this stuff has just been going absolutely bonkers. I don't even know, like, if I had this card, I would just sell it. If I really wanted to play the Toon deck, like, maybe you pick it up, because if it doesn't get a reprint, this is the FTK piece that you're going to be playing. And if the deck actually comes out and starts performing, this card's going to go insane. Okay, now that's the last card we're going to talk about.
Yeah, literally any Toon starter gets this card because of the good old Dark Magician stuff.
Yeah, and you're able just to go and
Destruction searches Warlock, and Warlock summons itself by attributing a Dark Magician.
Yeah, and you can just loop Toon Table of Contents and just bam.
This is over.
Game. Okay, and that is going to be it for the video. You have any final words you want to say, Mike, before we hop off?
I promise to be better next time. I really pooped my bed this time. I really did. But we're gonna do some more grinding. We got some more. We're doing more work. Don't you worry about it.
We're doing more work. We're building Newport gaming up, and as we do that, we keep learning more and more prices of different cards, the random stuff that's worth money. Going through bulk, selling the cards, buying the cards. Learning the market the old-fashioned way. But all right.
Shoebox Yugioh, baby.
Yes, sir. All right. See y'all.